time to talk movies, and our favorite guest, Josh Bell, joining us now, film critic. How's it going, Josh?
It's going well. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back. And we are starting with one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Friends.
Yes.
You're probably going to judge me for that.
No, Friends is hugely, it's amazing how popular Friends still is. It seems like almost more popular than when it was initially on.
Absolutely.
And it is the 25th anniversary of Friends, so you can see, even though it was a TV sitcom, but you can go see it on the big screen. The one with the anniversary is what they're calling it. You can see a bunch of different Friends episodes in various theaters starting September 23rd. And I think there's 3 different programs with different episodes. Of course, they're all short, so they add in a bunch to make a whole program, and some bonus content. And yeah, I mean, I think the love for Friends is maybe a little overstated, but I did enjoy watching it when it was initially on.
And that's the thing. It's more, it still cracks me up. And it is, you know, the episodes are so short that you just kind of fly right through them. And it's good, mindless entertainment in a way.
Yeah, I can be okay with that. And if you go to one of these events, you can commune with other Friends fans, and I don't know, maybe dress up as Joey? Do people do that? I don't know.
Maybe. I would dress up as Jennifer Aniston.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Somehow, after I confessed several weeks ago that I'm not a horror movie person, I always get the horror reads. But
oh, there you go.
That's okay. We're talking about The Shining, which of course is one of the most popular horror movies of all time.
Yeah, it's a great film, Stanley Kubrick's Stephen King adaptation with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, and it's a great horror movie. It's really just a fascinating, well-crafted film, and it's been restored in 4K, so the highest resolution possible. It's going to be out on Blu-ray in October, but before that you can see it in theaters on the 26th of September and October 1st, all around town, and it's actually only $5. And usually these kind of event screenings are a little more than that, so cool to see it. I have seen it a few times, but never in a theater, so I think that's a kind of all-encompassing experience. I assume, Ross, you will not be there.
No, probably not, but for $5, that's tough to argue.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Funny story about The Shining. I got it on DVD once and went home to watch it, and it had some scratches on the bottom, and it started skipping right in that final scene where he's like running through the maze.
Oh, no.
So I don't know how it ends. It's terrible. I never got it.
Everyone lives and they're really happy.
Oh,
that's how it ends.
It's a classic. Yeah, that's how classics are made.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Hola Mexico, a film festival that's traveling here to Las Vegas.
Yeah, this is a festival of Mexican films based in LA, and it's now traveling regionally, and we're having it in Vegas here for the first time at the Maya Cinemas in North Las Vegas, showing a whole bunch of new films from Mexico, dramas and comedies, and a selection of the top ones that they showed in LA. That's starting September 27th. It's through October 3rd. $8 per screening, which is pretty good for a film festival. Films that people haven't seen before, and it's cool that Maya Cinemas is branching out and doing this stuff, especially to serve that Latino community that they're all about. So yeah, glad to see another film festival come to town.
Absolutely.
All right, moving on. I know that UNLV's Marjorie Barrick Museum is hosting a screening of the 2018 documentary Kusama Infinity. Now, I have never heard of this, so fill me in here.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I've seen this documentary, and you may have heard of the Yayoi Kusama, the artist, her exhibit that was at the Bellagio for a number of months. That kind of infinity room was a very cool exhibit, and she's a legendary Japanese artist. She's 90 years old now, and kind of a recluse. She actually lives in an insane asylum there in Japan. She's a fascinating figure. So you can watch this documentary, learn about her art, and the director, Heather Lenz, will also be there at the Barrick Museum to do a Q&A. So yeah, if you saw the art exhibit, or maybe even if you didn't, you just want to kind of learn more about the background, it's a great free event over at UNLV on September 28th.
Wow, fascinating.
Yeah.
I was just watching the story there play out. It's incredible to see.
Yeah, she's an amazing figure. I mean, even the art aside, just the life that she's lived is fascinating.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on to, I love chick flicks, but I've never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, and it's kind of a classic chick flick, right?
It is it's a classic movie for anyone.
Perfect.
It's a great film. I love Breakfast at Tiffany's. One of Audrey Hepburn's best performances, just as this effervescent, but yet kind of melancholy character. It's got romance, it's got a great sense of New York City in the 1960s, and Galaxy is showing that as part of their flashback cinema Kusama on September 29th and October 2nd at all 3 of the Galaxy theaters around town. And it's great, Galaxy does these every week, and sometimes they're obvious choices, but this I feel like is a movie that maybe not everyone is familiar with. It has some problematic content in it too, but if you can look past Mickey Rooney's performance, I really do love this movie. I actually did see it in the theater a few years ago, and it was a great experience, so I hope people will check it out.
What it sounds like a complex female character, maybe before you saw many of those in film.
Yeah, she is a very complex character. It's based on a Truman Capote novel. They smooth it out a bit to make it a movie, but there still is a lot of dimension to her.
I love it. I love it.
I can't believe you haven't seen it. I feel like it's right up your alley. You gotta check that out.
It totally is. I do.
All right, Josh, thanks so much for the time as always.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be right back.